Hello and welcome to Spirit of Life. I'm Mirella Rich and our guest today is Sister Maureen Okeke, who is a convent nun and she is also a medical doctor. Welcome to the program, Sister.
Thank you, Mirella, for having me.
You're welcome. And could you tell us a little bit about you're in the Missionary Sisters of the Holy Rosary, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I am a missionary sister of the Holy Rosary. I've been a Catholic nun for 33 years.
Wow.
My congregation is a missionary congregation founded by the servant of God, Bishop Joseph Shanahan, who was an Irish bishop, but now we refer to him as the Apostle of Southern Nigeria. We were founded by him 100 years ago.
Wow.
So this year is a centenary of our congregation and the celebration is going on around the world. We work in 13 countries of the world. So I'm glad to be here to talk about them.
Beautiful. And also you're a medical doctor as well and studying here in Australia now on mental health.
Yes, I'm a medical doctor. I've been a medical doctor for the past 22 years. Actually, I became a Catholic nun before I went to the medical school, and I've worked in different parts of Africa. I worked in West Africa, Nigeria, in Kenya, and in Cameroon. And I also have a master's degree in public health I got from London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine. Currently, I'm a student here in Australia studying mental health. I want to be a mental health therapist because I see the huge need, both in my country and all around the world.
Beautiful, yeah. I think you'd be great for that. Now, I just thought I'd start by reading one of the beautiful Gospel Bible verses, 1 John 4:4, to get your opinion on it, your thoughts on it. God is the one who is inside of us. You, dear children, are from God and have overcome them, because the one who is in you is greater than the one who is in the world. 1 John 4:4. What are your thoughts on that, Sister?
It's a beautiful gospel message. As you're reading it, I was touched by the one that said that God is the one who is inside us. So, the Bible told us we are created in the image and likeness of God. And the purpose of God creating us is to reflect the glory and the greatness of God. So as I actually think about it, I remember the passage in the Bible about the visitation of Mary to Elizabeth when the angel Gabriel brought the news to Our Lady that their cousin Elizabeth was pregnant. So it's found in the Gospel of St. Luke, chapter 1, verses 39 to 56. But the passage that particularly spoke with me is what we call the Mary's Magnificat, or the Song of Praise. This prayer is said by many people in different ways. I love the beat that the music composed by many musicians and many composers, this Mary's Magnificat. As a Catholic nun, we are expected to pray the prayer called the Hours. The Liturgy of the Hours is prayed by every priest, every religious is expected to pray early morning, the mornings, in the afternoon, evening, and the night. It's called the Liturgy of Hours. Particularly the evening prayer called the Vespers. The Mary song must be said. And usually, because it's from the gospel, we say it standing up. And most of the time, we sing it. So I'm going to sing these 1 or 2 verses. I'm not sure of the composer, but it's a beautiful one. Yes. In the convent, we'll call it Lord's Air, but it's a Magnificat. My soul and glorify the Lord who is my Savior. Rejoice, for who am I, that God has shown me favor. The world shall call me blessed, and ponder on my story. In me is manifest God's greatness and His glory. It goes on and on.
Beautiful.
So I'm particularly taught by the last sentence that says, in me is manifest God's greatness and his glory. In me, Maureen. In you, Mirella, is manifest God's greatness and his glory. So when the Bible says that the God is the one who lives in us, and he that is in us is greater than he who is in the world. The he in us is God, is Jesus Christ that lives in us. God's greatness and glory is expected to shine through us, through our work, through our lives, through the people we meet. And we are also expected to see God's glory manifest in other people, that the God in me respects and recognizes the God in you. And together, the he that is in the world, sorry, uses the proverb he, but that means the negative things in the world. Maybe the evil spirit, the evil ideas and evil act that is in the world, that Jesus and God that is in us is greater than that. And how dare the devil that is in the world approach where Jesus dwells, where God dwells. So, if we recognize that he is in us, according to Our Lady, in me is manifest God's greatness and his glory. So, if that is what we recognize, the devil should actually shy away and run away from us. He dare not come close to us.
That's powerful, isn't it? That's so powerful.
Yes.
It's beautiful. And I think if we all recognize that and acknowledge that, be conscious of that God is in us and evil can have no power over us or negativity.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I think that's mostly what that verse said. He that is in us is he greater than he that is in the world.
Beautiful. We have to go to a break now, sister. You're watching Spirit of Life. Stay with us. We'll be back with more very shortly. Hello and welcome back to Spirit of Life. I'm Mirella Rich and our guest is Sister Maureen Okeke. Welcome back to the program, sister.
Thank you.
And I thought I'd read another Bible verse and just hear what your thoughts are or experiences you have had on it. This is Jeremiah 30:17. But I will restore you to health and heal your wounds, declares the Lord, because you are called an outcast, Zion, for whom no one cares. What are your thoughts on that, sister?
Wow, that passage applies so much to maybe my apostolate as a medical doctor and my experiences when God promised to heal, to restore, and to bring back those who are called outcasts. That's a promise of God in the Bible. But how is God going to do it? God is a spirit. He hasn't got hands, legs, eyes, mouth, all those bodily functions. But we humans, we have them. So we become God's instrument, God's hands, God's ears, God's legs for restoring people, for healing both body and spirit. When Jesus was in the world, he healed the body. And by healing the body, he also gets to the soul. So I actually have experience of a doctor. He was an ophthalmologist, an Indian doctor called Raj, when I was working in Nigeria. He was invited to Nigeria by Ecumenical Church of West Africa. He comes about twice a year to work as an ophthalmologist. I mean, it's a very big drive, and they get people that have eye problems, mostly cataract or pterygium. He performed several, sometimes hundreds of surgeries in a week before he goes back to India. So one particular year, I was invited to work with him because there were so many. He always needed extra hands. So I came to work with him. So after work, we were just sitting, chatting, what happened. And I was asking about his experience all those years he was restoring sight. So he told me that one year he came to Nigeria and worked in the northern part, Kano State. And he worked then it was mostly among Muslims. So he operated several people. And the following day when he was going for ward round, one particular man, he was a Muslim, had been blind, both eyes, for years and was begging on the street. So, but because of the program, he was fortunate enough that somebody spotted him and brought him to have a free eye surgery. So after the surgery the following morning during ward round, Dr. Raj said when he removed the bandage and asked the man to open his eyes, the man opened his eyes and for years could see him. And the first question the Muslim man asked was, "Are you Jesus Christ?"
Wow.
So he said he was shocked and asked the man, "Why do you ask such question?" And the Muslim man said, "I heard the Christians say that from their Bible, Jesus Christ opened the eyes of the blind. And I knew that I never met anybody that was blind and saw again. So you must be Jesus Christ if you could open my eyes." So the doctor actually said, I was interested. I said, "Doc, what did you tell him?" He said, "I told him, I am not Jesus Christ, but I'm his messenger. I'm his hands, his legs, his brain, his eyes, so that if Jesus could open the eyes of the blind and promised to that he is going to restore us to life, so he sent us as his messengers to continue the work that he did." So when each time I read that passage, it resonates with what the doctor said, that the Muslim man said, "Are you Jesus Christ?" to restore the eyes of the blind. So that God promised I will restore their health. Physical health also. By through people we meet, through the health personnel, and through many people in different ways, we restore their health, physical health. The restoration also comes, restoration of mind and spirit. And from your own work, Mirella, sharing people messages, Our Lady's message, the gospel with people, you are also restoring life and healing. You are also instrument of God's healing. And that's the way I look at it.
Oh, beautiful.
Thank you.
That's really beautiful. And I've got another verse. This was Matthew 1, 10:1. Jesus called his 12 disciples to him and gave them authority to drive out impure spirits and to heal every disease and sickness.
Yes, actually, yeah. That passage also, Jesus said, drive out evil spirits and heal the sick and, cast out demons, make the lame walk, make the blind see. Jesus gave us unlimited power, unlimited authority over the evil spirit, over infirmity. And the same Jesus brings to bear and brings graces into us through which we do these things, because we cannot do it alone. Acceptance that whatever we do, whatever graces we have is from God. Help us to do these things. Let me refer to our father, Bishop Joseph Shanahan, again. There's something he says from one of his letters to us, his daughters. He said, "Nothing makes a human being more Christ-like than the giving of others the best we have, because the best we have, as well as the rest we have, comes from God." So when we recognize that the best and the rest we have comes from God, and we accept it, like Mary accepted in her Magnificat, "In me is manifest God's greatness and his glory." When we get these things together and accept it, and in humble acceptance, decide and go out to share with other people, we are actually be able to get into people, to heal, to drive out evil spirits. Evil spirits might not be the physical evil spirits. There are so many things in other people that need healing, need to be cast out. So
beautiful. Thank you very much, sister. We have to go to a break now.
Thank you.
You're watching Spirit of Life. Stay with us. We'll be back with more very shortly. Hello and welcome back to Spirit of Life. I'm Mirella Rich, and today our guest is Sister Maureen Okeke, who is a Catholic nun and also a medical doctor. Welcome back to the program, sister.
Thank you.
So I had another verse. You had an experience to share on this verse. So I'll read this verse. Mark 5:34. He said to her, "Daughter, your faith has healed you. Go in peace and be freed from your suffering." You had an experience in your own line as a doctor. A medical doctor. Was that in Nigeria, this experience?
Yeah, it's in Africa, but it's in Cameroon, where I was sent by my superior to go and work as a sister and a doctor. Because as a missionary, we go wherever the superior says go, and we say wherever the spirit sends you, you go. Yeah, I had the experience. And when you say go, your faith has healed you. I mean, I could just vividly feel it. That I was in an open market, Africa's open market, buying vegetables, when a woman grabbed me and I was shaking, was shouting, "Hey, everybody come and see her. This is God. This is God. She's not a human being. She's God." I actually felt embarrassed. I wasn't sure what she was talking about, and I couldn't remember who she was. So, of course, I said, "Madam, what's it? What's happening?" She put her hand into her purse and brought out a picture of me and her. It was a picture she took when I had I did her surgery in the hospital where I worked then. It was Holy Family Medical Center in Bamenda, Cameroon. So she brought the picture and said, "Was this not you?" I said, "Oh, that's me. Oh, that's you." So I remembered her. So her story was that one day I was in the consultation room and this lady just came into the consultation room with 2 big bags full of stuff. And she came and I was surprised. She said, "I just want you to do my surgery. I came with all my food, all my clothes, everything I will need in the hospital. And I came with the money to pay for the surgery. You must do my surgery." I was surprised because that's not how consultation goes. So then, I just say, "Okay, you sit down, we talk about it." So to summarize, it just happened that she had a fibroid and she had complicated fibroid. She needed her uterus to be removed. She needed hysterectomy. And on top of it, she was HIV positive. So she said she'd be moving from one hospital to another and was rejected by some doctors on some grounds. I have no idea what it was, but that was the woman's story. So she said when somebody told her there's a mission hospital and there's a Catholic nun who is a medical doctor there, and she said, "I'll go there because God does not reject people. I must go there and I must get what I want." So that's how she came to me.
Wow.
So we had a pact. We did the normal consultation, did lab test, and everything was in good shape. She said other doctors had said she had uncontrolled diabetes, but she didn't have diabetes when I did the test. It was only that her blood, she had HIV, but she was on medication and she was okay and she was fit for surgery. So when I told her she was okay, she was fit for surgery, she said, "Now I won. You must do my surgery." So of course, all things being equal, we got her prepared in a few days. We did her surgery. I did hysterectomy on her, and she healed perfectly well. I mean, perfect means perfect healing. And she was okay, bubbling with life. So from the theater, when I came out of the theater with her, when she realized the surgery was successful, she asked for that photograph and obliged her. So I took a snap with her, and it was the time that you still print pictures. So she got a printed copy and carried it everywhere she goes.
Wow.
So that's why when she saw me in the market, she shouted, "This is God, this is God. She gave me back my life."
Gee, that's such
So,
appreciation
yeah,
on the next level.
Yeah, so it's like her faith
Yeah.
healed her. So
Yeah.
when you said, Jesus said, daughter, your faith has healed you.
That's right.
So she came knowing that she would be well. And she was well.
Yeah.
So we thank God for that.
And it's also the other one, like when the Zion one, because you are an outcast Zion for whom no one cares.
Wow, yes. When she said she was rejected some hospitals, like she was an outcast. And she carried, I wasn't sure whether she carried that in just to come to hospital or she been carrying her luggage or her clothes around until she entered the hospital.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll read another message. Let's see. Dear friend, I pray, this is John 1:2.
Okay.
3 John 1:2. Dear friend, I pray that you may enjoy good health.
Wow.
And that all may go well with you, even as your soul is getting along well. What does that mean to you?
I mean, it's like it's bringing everything together. I pray that, your soul will be well. You enjoy good health.
Yeah.
I
That's
mean,
God's will for us.
It's God's will for us.
Yeah.
And enjoying good health. Good health for me is, the peace of mind, the inner good health.
That's true too.
Yeah, because even we have physical health, we will always have them. We are humans. We can't deny our body the right to be sick. When I'm a doctor, when I get sick, people say, "Oh, you're a doctor. How can you get sick?" And I'll say, "Oh, you're denying me the right of being human." Because he's human. I said, I'm still human. So, but the good health is what we feel inside. What is inside of us? How healthy is our inside? So that we be able to always manifest God's greatness and glory. When the inside is healthy and peaceful, God's glory will always be manifest in whatever way we live in our life, in sickness and physical sickness and health. But the inside is healthy. God's greatness and glory will always be manifest in our lives. That's the way I say that if we cling to God, we accept God, that promise is always fulfilled in us.
Yeah, it's like we're spiritual beings in a physical body having experience.
Yes. Physical, spiritual being in a physical body. Yes.
And that spirit must be alive always in us, like fully alive.
That was the program, is spirit of life. Yes, spirit is very much alive. We are spiritual being. Yes. Yeah, our body is what we use to express that spirit. Yes.
Yeah, beautiful. We'll come to end of the program. Would you like to come back again another time and do Spirit of Life with us?
Oh, that would be beautiful. I would love to be back. Yes.
Wonderful. Yeah. You've been watching Spirit of Life. I'm Mirella Rich and our guest was Sister Maureen Okeke. Hope you enjoyed the program and may you feel God within you always. Bye for now.